gonna really enjoy this one. He comes to the line, and Cryptic wins here in Spain.
Oh, Cryptic! Big moment! Big sideways!
He's got under serious pressure now. On the inside goes Cryptic. Looks like he's alongside the Porsche driver. Down the inside he goes. Skull can do nothing of it there. CJ also sitting behind that. These two right up front. Oh, there goes CJ.
Oh my god. Bro, this is kind of... Whoa! What the hell?
Car on the right. Clear on the right. Car on the right. Clear on the right.
Gave me that shake and bake, baby. The bottom line is we just weren't good enough as a package, mate. You know what I mean? You know what we're like? We're like a mixed bag of fruit tellers, bro. And Carl, you're the flavor that no one wants. Porsche's literally standing still, and I got to make it 3 wide, and he almost tries to push me off track, and actually caught the curb there of the exit road, but we absolutely blitzed past. Yo, yo, yo. What is going on, lads? What is cooking? And like Afro, what's going on, bro? What's going down? I appreciate it, brother. I appreciate it, Mike. I'm trying to sort out the I'm trying to sort out what strategy we're gonna use. The weather is up and down, so hopefully it's a dry quali. Hopefully it's gets to optimum, but it might take place in green track conditions, which is gonna be a little bit sad. Chilling on some Pez, bro. Bro, I ain't played Pez since the earlier 2000s, bro. 2009. I'm done with football games, bro. I'm not gonna lie. I'm done. But the Aston looks strong in the rain. I think the McLarens and the Lambos are a little bit stronger in the dry, but in the rain the Aston looks strong. So we don't particularly have a wet setup though. We kind of do. We got wet pressures, but it's just a dry setup. So it's one of those, man. It's a race where anything can happen in terms of weather. The weather's up and down, so it's going to be pretty much random. So we don't actually know what it's going to be. Porsches are starting to look strong as it's starting to drive as well. So I didn't even factor in the Porsches, how fast they are. I sort of kind of only thinking about the McLarens and the Lambos, but seems to be some quick Porsches here as well. Sheesh. This is going to be a tough race though, man, because, bro, it's ZANDVOORT. Qualifying is tough. 36 people in there right now. So gonna have to nail the lap. I don't want to do what I did last week where I had all the pace in the practice to probably qualify round about 10th, and then it came to quali and I ended up 28th, but I couldn't get a lap together. So hopefully we can avoid that. but the track conditions are going to dry up, so might just wait for that. Man, what does everyone think about the news that Nordschleife is coming, man? Nordschleife are coming to ACC. Crazy. Crazy times, man. That is going to be one hell of a test around Nordschleife on this game. I say game, I mean sim. How dare I? Right. Let's see what other people are cracking. Who else on a lap? Let's see what. I wonder what tires these guys are on now. Oh, they're still on wets. I think you could probably get away with dries right now. Sure you can get away with dries, man. He's on wets too. I guess not. Guess we're all on wets right now. Is the McLaren or Aston better in the rain? I think around here, I think the Aston is better. Mainly because of the traction zones, man. Because obviously with the Aston, you can just run like 1.8 on the TC, and you know it doesn't have as the back end doesn't really step out that much, which is kind of helps it through the middle sector and all the tight corners. Where if it was a different track, then maybe I reckon the McLaren would be just as quick. But it's just the Pacific corners where the TC kind of comes in handy, I think. Yeah, man. Listen, it's gonna be tough, but that's what we're here for, man. That is what we are here for. I'm hoping I can nail my lap in quali, man. That's pretty much, you know, that will make or break your race around a track like this. Because even if, you know, being in the middle of the pack is always so dangerous, man. You can see the Astons are quick. Yardier's up there. 2 Astons up there. There's that guy. I didn't do the practice race yesterday, but this guy was pretty quick. In the rain, he was the fastest guy on the track, I think. So definitely these sections of the track where the Aston has sort of a nice calm acceleration, I think it helps it in the rain. Because all these corners, the back end just wants to step out. But it's drying up all the time, so the time's just going to keep tumbling, I think. I think around different tracks it could be different though with the McLaren versus the Aston. And you have to factor in we've got custom BOP here as well, so that's definitely helping the Aston out, because if it wasn't for that, I think the McLaren would be quicker. It's going to rain in 30 again, oh my god. Yeah, we've got some up and down weather coming, man. It's gonna rain, stop, rain, Christ. Alright, let's see. Still Seattle quickest. I wonder if anyone's going on to the dries yet. I'm on dries. I wonder if should I just boost the pressures and go out on dries and see. Yeah, then. Maybe I'll just boost the pressures. Track's still damp. Let's see what happens, man. Gonna try something. Of course, it might not work, and I might end up in the wall. Yeah, this AOR and LFM came together to make a custom BOP for ACC because the BOP was terrible. So pretty much what everyone's using now in championships, man. So. Uh-oh. Oh, there's not a lot of grip. Jesus. Definitely not a lot of grip on the dryers at the moment. It's gonna go past on the lap. Might be too early for the dries. Oh my god. Yep, they're still on wets. Oh god. Yep, I think it's too early for dries, man. Slightly too early. Damn. That is bad. Unless I had my pressures wrong. Oh, yeah, we're still on wets. Okay then. Interesting, still too damp. Thought of all these cars on track, it would dry pretty quickly, but I suppose it's kind of cold, so it's not drying very quick, man. Yo, BB, what's happening, man? Nah, I'm basically running a dry setup, man. My car's on minimum. I'm still gonna run a dry setup. If I was to run a wet setup, I would lose so much time in the dry, man. I guess you will gain a lot back in the wet, but it's a tough track to get past. So I think we should survive. I think we'll survive. The drier it gets, though, I don't think the Aston is as competitive, because the same sort of thing with the traction that gives you good accelerate. Well, it gives you very smooth acceleration in the wet, but in the dry it kind of bogs you down. A lot of the other guys are using like 0 TC, and you know, that's where the Aston is not the best at acceleration, which obviously it helps you in the wet because no one slams their foot straight down. So one of those, man. Where do I hope to place? Bro, I mean, it's probably going to be so close. I ideally want to make sure you kind of qualify in the top 15 and then see what happens, man. But it's so close, man. It's going to end up being so close. AOR is one of them leagues where, if, like, for instance, last week, if I went 3 temps quicker and matched my personal best, I would have been around about the top 10. But I basically was like 2.5 temps off, and I ended up 28th. So one of those ones, man. You got to do the lap at the right time. That's what makes it so difficult in these lobbies, because it's a short lap. It's 36 cars. You know, my game's stuttering a little bit as well. I might switch it to. Track's not gonna. That's the thing. If it rains, the drying up process is gonna take a while. Now it's gone to greasy. Now I'm gonna go out again. See if the dry tires are any better now. Yep, a little bit more grip now. So welcome everybody. Round 2 AOR. Qualifying starts in about 10 minutes. Way more grip now. I think it's a good time to be on the dries. Loads of people will be switching to the dries now, I think. Much better out of there this time. Alright. So we know it's just going to keep getting faster and faster and faster, so we're not gonna sweat it too much. But the timing's going to be so important, man. Nailing the exact time to switch tires or to be on the right tire is going to be super important. Just in case it rains halfway through quali or something crazy like that, man. Haven't done AOR for ages. Yeah, man. To be honest, AOR is like, it's pretty much like every 3 months. Like 7 rounds. Every 3 months. I think it's every 3 months. 7 rounds, so once it's finished, you kind of just know you got a few months to wait before the next one starts up. Yo, Pano, what's going on, bro? I'm using this dash hub is, what's it called? Bro, if I could pronounce it, what I will do is I'll do this. This is what it's called. No, not go home. It's called this. Armamentrail. Something like that. This name right here. Okay. That's what it's called. I'm trying it out. Normally I don't like to try too many different things. Because it makes my stream run a little bit choppy. Like for me at the moment, the lobby's a little bit laggy. So hopefully doesn't affect us too much. So you can see how much we're dropping back as the track gets drier. So basically, the drier it is, the harder quali will be. The wetter it is, the better it can be. But obviously, a wet race round here is going to be so tricky. Because literally, there is only one line, and the start around here is always chaos. So, yeah. It's going to be interesting because I've only seen a few people's pace in practice, and I knew that the McLarens would be super fast in quali. The McLarens, if it's dry, are going to be seriously fast in quali. So we've got about 2 more minutes before the quali starts. I'm going to go toilet and I'll be back, lads. So let me try and put you on board with somebody, I guess. I'll be back. Okay. Right. I make probably Whitehead maybe favorite for pole with Wellington. Maybe Frank Briat as well. As you can see, the Lambo guys, they're very closely matched. It's going to be interesting to see what the Porsches are like in the dry. Alright, guys. Going to be going to quali any second, man. Load that quali out. Right. There are a few people finishing their laps. I haven't seen too many Ferraris either. Oh, it's going to be strange, guys, because normally you see a lot of people practicing. I saw a lot of people for Kota practicing. No, it's wet. Well, yes, it's wet. Hold on, what is that? That light rain. The jangle. Do I have light rain pressures? I think I wrote them down somewhere. I did write them down somewhere. Oh my god, I'm prepared, lads. Right. We're prepared for the light rain. Let's get our light rain pressures in the right place, shall we? Hopefully they are okay. Put a bit more fuel in. Right. Sheesh. This is probably a little bit better for us. Only bad thing is I didn't do a ton of wet practice, to be honest. Oh, you're working tomorrow. You're gonna miss the race. Right, lads. Here comes the car park at the end of the lap. One trying to find space. Here we go. Get the bunkering. Oh my God, my tires are burning. Oh God, I just lost time. No. I'll be like a second man. Need to get these pressures right, man. I don't know whether it can't be dries, man. It can't be. Right, let's go again. Have to improve. There we go. Now, the way the tires are burning up, it's got to be dries, man. I mean, should I try the dries? I think I've got nothing to lose, right? I think we try the dries, man. There's nothing to lose. Literally nothing to lose, man. But we're definitely not going. Let me just check what people are using. They're on wets. Still on wets. They must have made their car super oversteery because I'm a second off and absolutely nowhere. Sheesh. Tire pressures are not bad either. Damn, we're gonna have to absolutely nail one. Okay. They're still on wets doing fast time, so I don't think it can't be the tires, man. A lap didn't even feel bad. That's the crazy thing. Definitely losing a substantial amount of time though. Try to keep the tires as cool as possible. No, 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 no. Disaster. I'm just sliding. Wow, they're just overheating. Insane. The tires is far too hot, man. That is an absolute shame. How does it feel when the ideal line's drying up? Well, on the wets, when it starts to dry up, you start getting a lot of understeer because you're on the wrong tires pretty much, you know. So that time pretty much stayed the whole session, man. Jesus Christ. Where did I lose it all? 30, oh, damn it, missed. 32.6. Lost a lot in the first, man. 32.6. 34.4. Just missing a bit everywhere, to be honest. 32.9. I suspect my last sector was slow. Oh, no rain for the... Oh, my God. For the race as well. Absolutely incredible. But it's only greasy. Ooh. Bro, I'm going on dries, man. I am going on dries. If it's only greasy, I'm starting on dries, man. I was so hoping this race was going to be dry. But it is what it is, man. Gotta try and nail these pressures, though. Go up by maybe... I'm pumping these tires up, bro. Oh my God. This could be an absolute disaster class, man. In all practice, just never ever had these conditions on a regular, you know? Ah, mate. Look what the weather is doing. Oh my God. It's saying greasy, plus more rain in 10, minus more rain in 30. What? Like, what are you talking about? Should I put my brake pads to 3? Should I put my brake pads to 3? No. Not doing it. Not doing it. Probably what I should have done, actually, is, I should have maybe put a little bit more ABS on. Oh, it's gone to damp. Oh, shit. Look, it's going to rain hard in 10 minutes. Oh, shit. What do I do? What do I do? Oh my God. I gotta go back to wets, I swear. I have to go back to wets. It's gonna rain hard in 10 minutes. Going back to wets. Random pressures in gate. Do you know what? Screw this, man. This race is just all over the place, lads. This race is absolutely all over the place. Down on that, on this, down on this. This is so sad. We're running a complete different setup, completely different. We're so caught off guard right now. Oh my God. All I can do is laugh because you can't prepare for these conditions, man. Mate. Genuinely cannot prepare for these conditions. But alright. Gonna be a hell of a survival fest, I guess. Should have opened my brake ducts more. I should have. I didn't. The good thing is it's going to be wetter in 10 minutes, so that's the only good thing, I guess. The bad thing is I've switched to a setup that I made probably about 5 days ago. Haven't driven it since. It was the only little wet test I had, and I couldn't use the setup I was using because, as you saw in quali, it was just slow. Turn 1's about to be a nightmare. Alright, first things first, let's just try and get through the first lap without damage. Because we all know what happened last week. Literally the only person at turn 1 to get spun around. We had to fight our way back up to 19th, I think we finished. Now, this is actually the only wet setup that I made. I can't even remember the conditions that it was in, you know. The wet setup I had, the dry setup I had, it was very oversteery because that's the only way I could make the car really fast, you know. But in the rain, I'm just sliding and losing time, so it wasn't working. So like I was just scrubbing the tires, man. I was thinking, where am I losing time? Because I'm not really making that many mistakes. So, but yeah, literally scrubbing the tires, man. I'm gonna honestly, bro. I'm so scared right now because I've never finished a race at ZANDVOORT without damage in AOR. Never. Oh, sheesh! Took the high line, mate. The high line worked. Beautiful. Wow. Okay. We may have good straight line speed. Oh, Reginald's braking so late. What is he doing? Man's braking like he's in the dry. The setup is very slow out of the corners. I'm actually surprised no one got binned. Okay, the balance is off. The last corner is the only place where we're pretty good. Yo, Regina is scaring me, bro. Oh! He touched the grass. Oh, I'm so glad I went deep. I'm so glad I went deep. He definitely would have hit me. I'm gonna let this guy cause carnage up ahead. I know it's coming, bro. I knew he'd brake late. Tire pressure's all over the gaff. Oh, look at him, fam. I don't even want to pass him. I just want to wait for him to take somebody out so I can get through. Uh-oh. Don't do that to the tires. Hardly putting together a clean lap. Whoa, what the hell? All right, prepare for carnage at turn 1. Oh, it's already happening, mate. Yes. Oh, got through. Let's go. Wow, someone got took out. I think our setup is too conservative. Yeah, very understeery through here. Yeah, I definitely need a bit more oversteer for sure. We're catching the guys in front. Dry in 30 minutes. What the what? Someone's got a 10-second penny up in front. Let me reel these guys in. We've got no front end whatsoever. Can't pit early because we know it's going to dry up. Soon they're going to have to start moving offline, man. Try and protect the tyres a bit. Pack closing back up. Wow, the understeer is insane. Look how much time I lose just accelerating out of there, man. Understeer is getting crazy now. Running my drive pressures. Yeah, I think they're pre-set up already. Not sure about the wet to dry though. Oh, will my dry pressures be set up on this? Oh, fuck. I bet they're not even set up, not on this setup. Not on this setup. Someone's off. The only good thing about this setup is I'm not sliding everywhere, so my tires should survive. I think I might have wet to dry pressures, I think. Yeah, still saying dry in half an hour. I'm not too sure how quick the track will dry up, so I might just take the sort of wet dry pressures, if you know what I mean. Don't slide the car, please. Oh god. Not the tires giving up on me. Oh, we need to nurse these, man. I want to push so much. Tires can't hack it. I had to take care out of the slower corners, I think. Oh, there's a crash. Oh. Hey, my left rear is the issue, for sure. Just gotta try and brake in a straight line, man. This setup's going to be very interesting in the dry. Dry in 10. I'm trying to take it so mellow through there now. This is where the tire gets at its hottest. Oh shit. No, I turned the engine off. Bro, I turned the engine off. What the f... I hit the wrong switch. I turned it... Oh my god. It won't even turn back on if I stop. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. What the fuck? Oh my god. How did I turn the engine off? I'm pressing left. Oh my god. Wonderful. How does that happen, bro? How? I'm pressing left on the D-pad and my engine turns off. My engine button is nowhere near the D-pad, bro. What the fuck? Lovely. T3, oh my god. Beautiful. T300, beautiful. Explain how I'm pressing left on the D-pad. Nothing seems to be working, but then the engine just turns off. Fucking hell. Literally just lost 20 seconds for no reason. And still, this thing won't change, bro. That's our race ruined. I can't believe that just happened, man. Same thing happened to you. Fucking hell. Our engine's turning off. My engine button is on the other side of the wheel. I don't get it. How is it even possible? I was really trying to save tires and everything, man. Now I'm just gonna have to burn them up. Judging by the state of these guys' pace, their tires are probably gone or they've got extensive damage. Some people pitting already. Oh. It was a bad lap. Might pick this lap, you know. They're so much faster on the dries behind me. Slick tires now optimum. Normally means it's a couple of laps away. Screw it, I might just go in. Christ, lads, man. Me up then. Gordon Bennett, man. I have no idea. It's never happened to me before. I was pressing left. It's probably something to do with my wheel, man. I was pressing left on the D-pad. Knowing my luck anyway. And this guy had a 10-second penalty in front of me. Not a lot of difference in the tyres at the moment, I'll tell you that much. In terms of grip. Oh. The grip's definitely not perfect. probably lapping a lot faster than the cars that were around us. Problem is, this is just a complete understeery setup, man. Oh, the understeer. We jumped the guy that had the drive-through, the 5-second penalty. All right. See if I can catch this guy up in front. It seems as if these are the conditions where the Aston probably thrives the most. It's a shame that the engine just switched off, man. Oh shit. Whoa. That was low pressures. Pressure's too low to take the curb. Alright, need to get on with it a bit. Christ. This guy in front is slow. Okay, traction's getting better. My tires are going to be probably overpressured for 10 minutes. Wow, no front end. Literally fighting the car. There go the tires, getting too hot now. Starting to pick his pace up in front. This is all about having the right tire pressures, man. Yeah, TC4 will be well too slow though, man. I'd have no acceleration if I put it to TC4, bro. Having to brake so early through there just to get the nose in. Having to put my traction down out of the slow corners just to get some acceleration. Yeah, I think my tyre pressures are dead now. Guy in the BMW can't catch him. And the guy behind me's got a 10-second penalty. I could let him go and see if he'll pass the guy in front. Might be able to. The only plan I have, if they start fighting, because I definitely can't catch this guy now. Let's see. Let's see if we can make inroads into that BMW. Maybe I can pick up the pieces. These two guys have penalties, so oh shit. It's so funny, we were way quicker than this guy when we came out the pits. Now his tire pressures are probably decent. He's way quicker than me. I doubt the guy behind, I mean, he'll fight if he wants to. No point really. But you can see how much more grip he's got than me now. Insane. Oh, someone made a mistake. You have damage. Maybe. Okay. New racing lines. Oh, he's definitely got damage in he. My tires are so finished right now. Really skating rink right now, man. This race has been a disaster. Man, oh man, did that race go wrong or did that go wrong? Oh, where would I finish if I was 20 seconds up the road, man? That's literally 20 seconds, bro. Man. I mean, we were a long way behind anyway, but... I would have been close to the top 20, I guess. We lost nice 20 seconds, man. Sad. Maybe we could have been higher because a few penalties. Man. We could have been even higher. Engine turns off. What the f? Crazy, bro. Crazy. What can you say? I've not had that happen to me since Project Cars, mate. When I used to play Project Cars, it used to happen to me all the time. But I've not had it happen to me once when I'm playing this game. All of a sudden, boom. What I was doing, I was pressing the wrong part here. I was pressing, I was pressing here, but for some reason it wouldn't move. I'm like, what the f? I kept pressing it, and then all of a sudden, engine just turns off. But on my wheel, my ignition button, my engine button's on the right-hand side. My D-pad's on the left-hand side. So how is that possible? For me to turn my engine off, I have to push in. I got like a silver button, a silver little switch. I got to push that in. My hands are nowhere near that button, so I don't even know how that even happens. No clue whatsoever. So baffled. Whitehead wins another one. That was tough, man. Had to happen. It had to happen. And on top of that, the setup was bad. Not gonna lie. I mean, the only thing it saved me from is I reckon if I took my actual dry setup, I reckon I probably would have ended up binning it because that setup was way too aggressive for wet. I would have been probably fast for a couple of laps, but I would have absolutely burned the tires. If you look at a lot of the guys before we pitted, their lap times were way slower. Let's see. What's the lap times before the pit stop? Before the pit stop, still doing like 41.5, 41.3, 42.6. Let's look at some of the guys who were just in front of us. Guy just in front of us. And Fox was just... He pitted 41.5, 40... Yeah, he was in the like 42s, man, that whole time. We still had decent pace, to be honest. Look at it raining again. Oh my god. Who else was around us at that time? This guy was in front of us. See what his lap times were before he pitted. Yeah, he was in the 42s. Like they were lapping like a second lap slower, man. I was in a good place. Was in a good place, man. And then boom. And what made it worse as well, like, you have to stop the car dead just to start it back up. It's so sad. Man. was rough. That was rough. But, man, it is what it is, bro. It's what it is, man. Oh my God. Every time I do a race, right, every single thing I prepare for, whatever happens, by the time it gets to the race, it's never the same conditions. Unless the conditions are set to just stable, it's never the same conditions, bro. I'd pre-practiced in the wet. The reason why these races are so hard to practice for is because most of the time in practice lobbies, there's only like 10 people. It's very hard to judge your setup with only 10 people. 10 people putting rubber on the track, or 10 people making a dry line, as opposed to 30 something people. So your pressures are always going to be wrong if you're only practicing with 10 people. That's why I hate when it's these changeable condition races and you've got to practice, because it's almost impossible. The only practice you really get is before the race when everyone joins the lobby, and the conditions can be totally different. So you're never practicing in the same conditions. So kind of like, yes, you're going to make like 10 setups for every single possibility that can happen, which is still pretty hard because you just don't know. You're just winging it, man. And I winged it a little wrong. Or at least my quali setup. My quali setup in the dry was so good, bro. Oh, if I could show you my sector times from earlier on. Oh my God. My sector times earlier when I practiced, bro, everything put together, it's like a 34.5. I was that's why I was so excited about using my dry setup in the race, bro. Because even in green conditions, I was doing like 36.1s with 97 liters. So I was happy with that. I didn't touch that setup for about 3 days. I just tinkered with little bits here and there. But the actual main setup, I didn't touch basically anything. I was so happy with it. And then, fucking hell, disaster class, rain. Oh, mate. It was so sad. So sad. Maybe it's because I picked to use this livery. And everyone told me I should use the black one. I didn't listen. Why didn't I listen, man? Is this livery, is it bad luck? Everyone told me I should have used the black one. Damn, man. Absolute mare. So basically what we've done, we've messed up the first race of the season. We messed up quali. I'm not going to say we messed up this quali because we didn't have the setup and we didn't have the pace in the wet. So, I got to take that one on the chin. We definitely messed up quali in the first race though, because we were flying, and then we got took out of the first corner. We had to fight our way back, make like 20 plus positions just to get back into the points. So that race was a good comeback, but it was a disaster because we should have been a lot higher up. We should have been like near top 10 at the very least. This race, man, once the conditions were completely different to what I had set up for, this race was always going to be chalked. ZANDVOORT it's just a hard track, bro. It's hard to overtake, easy to make a mistake, easy to get caught up in someone else's crasher. One of those, man. Let me see what what tracks we got next. Have a little look. I think it's Mazzano next. Can't be quite sure. Yes, it is Mazzano. Don't piss me off. It's 74% dry. 74% chance of being dry. 31%. Wait. Wrong one. So it's 74% chance of being dry, 3% chance of being wet, 23% chance of changeable conditions. So we hopefully should be looking at a dry race. Which one's a 90-minute race? I hope it's Silverstone. Damn, someone's calling me, bro. Hold up. Someone's calling me. Lads, give me 2 seconds. Yeah. Right, lads. So, oh, that was a toughie. That was a toughie. Can't even lie. Can't even lie, man. Rough. Mouse ain't working. But yeah, man. Sheesh. As I said, guys, man. Oh, mate. It could have been so different. Could have been so different, man. It was dry. Let me show you. Let me show you guys the lap. Did I record it? I think I did record it. And I did this. I didn't even do this in the AOR service. I did this in the BOP servers, which was a little bit warmer. So if the track had gone to optimum like it did in the practice race for quali, would have been absolutely flying. But I just found it impossible to put my sectors together. Was it this quali? Was it? Which one was it? Might have been this one, you know. Could not put my sectors together. My fastest sectors was like a 31.0, 32.2, and a 32.2 in the last. I can't remember the sector times, but 2.2s in the middle and the last, and the first was a 0.0. You'd put them sectors together, you're getting a 34.5. You know, that's why I was so happy with the setup. Just had to be. But it's a very hard track to put your whole lap together, man. I think this lap was only like a 34.9 or something. I'm sure this lap was a 34.9. But the potential was just there, bro. There. See at this point, let me stop it a sec. Oh my god, my mouse is messing around. See, at this point in the weekend, I'm gonna tell you guys something. What I was doing, even when I did this lap time, I hadn't figured some things out in the Aston. So in the tight corners, to go fast in the Aston, if you look at my dashboard here, you can see that's my TCs. I'm using TC1 and TC slip is on 8. Every time you get to the tight corners, well, the chicane and this hairpin, I was putting the the TC slip to 5. That's what I started doing, and this was after this lap. So this lap was a 34.9, but after this lap, I started putting my TC2 to 5. Bro, it gained you like a 1/10.5 every single time. So that's why I was so looking forward to it. If quali was dry, but it wasn't. Yo, Wuto, what's going on, bro? Yeah, well, I saw you had a penalty. I was hoping you could catch the guy in front and slow him down. But I thought I'll wait until, because my tires were dead and I knew that you'd probably end up getting 10 seconds if I let you through too early. But after a while, I thought might be able to catch this guy. You know? I had the weirdest thing in the race. I was messing around with my tire pressures and the engine just switched off. So I had to stop. It cost me like 20 seconds, man. Absolutely fuming. Just as I was getting to the back of that group as well. Yeah, like, it's weird, man. It's so weird. And obviously, once you turn the engine off, you have to stop the car dead to start it back up. So I was going to stop the car, but there was a couple of people coming up behind me, and I thought if I stop it here, I'm going to cause a crash. So I had to wait for him to pass me, and then I could stop it on the exit of turn 1, and then I had to get going again. It's so annoying. I'm telling you, this corner's so weird, right? When, like, originally I was doing this corner and I was keeping it in second, and it was faster, and then I started putting it down to first and flicking it back up into second, and then that was faster. But I couldn't. You have to nail the absolute rev point perfectly for it to be faster when you pull it down to first, man. It's so weird. The same thing was kind of happening with me at turn 1. I did a 0.0 and I could not do it again, like, ever. I don't even know how I did it. Oh yeah, for the Aston, maybe I don't know, maybe it might work in the Ferrari as well, because the Ferrari's acceleration is shit as well. But it's like, the Ferrari's like, it's nice on power. It doesn't kill you when you try to get on the power, like similar to the Aston. But with the Aston, it's like it bogs down so much that out of this corner, I was putting TC2 to 5 again, and it was just it gains you like a 1/10.5 when you nail it correctly. Which obviously in wet conditions, when it's wet and dry or track grip's not perfect, is much harder to get right. But trust me, it's definitely faster. I don't even know how I got a 0.9 on this lap when I wasn't switching the TC. Oh mate, this is so. My race was actually so sad. The thing that made the race the saddest is when I got to the race and I saw the conditions. I was like, oh my god, this is the only thing I haven't properly practiced for was wet to dry. Oh mate, like at the start of that race, it was saying that it's only gonna be light rain, and then it's gonna go. Would it say it's gonna be light rain, and it's only damp? And I was like, all right, cool. I'm gonna start on dries, and then literally in the while we're waiting to start, it switches to it's gonna be wetter in 10 minutes. So that's why I had to throw a different setup on, because my pressures would have been all over the gaff. Yeah, to be honest, the next track's going to be another one where we're probably going to suffer, man. Because in Misano, some of them corners towards like the last sector and the first couple of corners as well, the first sector, you need good acceleration coming out of there, man. All it's good for really is just to dip in, save tires, man. That's all. That's the only good thing about it. Like, you don't kill your tires because the car just doesn't really step out, so it always feels like it's bogging down, but it just feels slow. Like literally, it just feels so slow. Like the McLaren, like Reginair at the beginning, bro, this dude was scaring the life out of me, bro. This guy was braking like he was in optimum conditions in quali. He was braking so, and he did it every lap for about 6-7 laps, bro. Every lap for 6-7 laps, this guy was braking so late. I'm like, yo, I'm letting this guy through before he kills me. Every lap, bro. There was once, yeah, he was behind me. I knew he was gonna do it, so I broke super late, and I went around the outside, and he went deep into the corner. If I'd have took that corner properly, he would have took me out. I let him through, and then I think he made a mistake, got past him again, and then I think he had an accident behind or something like that. But he was scaring me, man. It was actually every lap. Every lap I saw him, he was deep into turn 1. Dude did not learn one braking marker the whole entire Grand Prix. I said Grand Prix, too much F1. Oh, man. What did you guys think of the F1, man? What did you think? I think outside of the race for the front, I think that race was decent. Like Fernando Alonso, man, listen, you know, I'm not the biggest fan of his personality or whatever, but bro, you cannot deny this dude can race, mate. Can't deny this guy is a racer. You know, and to be honest, like when I was younger, I cared about drivers' personalities. Now that I'm older, I don't care what your personality is like because I don't know them personally. I just like to see the racer in them, you know what I mean? I like to see guys who have got a bit of fight in them. Yeah, that's the thing about F1. When there's not a fight at the front, it's never as like it's not the same. But there was at least some good battling in the race. I think Brazil is just a good track for racing in general. But you know, no fight at the front. When I saw Leclerc in the barriers in the formation lap, honestly, bro, I literally just wanted to jump off a bridge. It's so tough being a Ferrari fan, I'm telling you. It is rough. I blame Schumacher. He did this to me. He made me support him, and then he left. And what did he leave me with? Nothing. He left me with absolutely nothing, mate. I mean, I thought Vettel would bring the good times back. No. Yeah, it was hydraulics, man. It was hydraulics. But I've got this thing about Ferrari. When you think about it, Ferrari probably over the last 25 years have probably had some of the best drivers in F1. Right? I know Schumacher won all the titles and stuff, but that was Schumacher. But they've had some of the literal best drivers in F1, and they've killed so many people's careers. It's not even funny. You know what I mean? Alonso should have had a title there. 2010 for sure should have won the title. You know what I mean? Vettel pretty much like whether he was good enough to beat Hamilton, I don't know, but his team definitely did not help him. Like their development is terrible. You know what I mean? They had Raikkonen. I guess Raikkonen won a title, which he was lucky to win. They had Massa, Alonso. They've got Leclerc. It's like, bro, why are all these guys going out so sad? I mean, for me, I get like in some ways you can't blame Ferrari in terms of development because Mercedes are just a more well-rounded team, to be honest. Ferrari are a bit of a disaster class. I always knew that if Mercedes were going to lose, it would be to Red Bull. I always knew it would be Red Bull. Because the only thing ever holding back Red Bull was just a crappy engine. You know what I mean? If Red Bull had had a decent engine at the start of the hybrid era, I reckon they probably would have been a lot closer to challenging Mercedes right from the outset, man. Them guys have had quality aero since 2010. Over a decade, mate. They've had quality aero. It's only a bad engine that really hampered them, but now look. Engines on par, now they're just destroying it again. Sad. Oh, mate. But let's see, man. Let's see. I'm waiting to see Nordschleife. That's what I'm waiting to see. When's that DLC dropping? That's all we need to know. I know for a fact the moment Nordschleife drops, that is going to be in every single calendar for every single league. Got to be. And I'm not even good at Nordschleife. I'm good at the Nürburgring and I'm good at the first sector, and then after that, bro, listen. Put it this way, I'm driving by looking at the minimap because yeah. Me and Nürburgring or Nordschleife, we've got a checkered past, man. A very checkered past. But I can imagine just watching endurance races on ACC is going to be crazy. Because I'm getting bored of watching the normal ones like Spa and that. We've seen them so many times now. We definitely needed something like this for ACC. Definitely. Going to make more people want to get on and grind, you know? But I know for a fact on ACC, Nordschleife is going to be hard. It is going to be hard. You hit them curbs wrong, mate. Sayonara. Can you imagine the jumps on ACC with the ACC suspension? Jesus Christ. Watch, it's going to be about flipping 30 AMGs driving around the Nordschleife. Telling you, everyone's going to be in an AMG for sure. Right, Wooter, take care, brother, man. I'll see you next week at Mazzano, man. Right, guys, I'm also going to jump off. My wrists are tired. ZANDVOORT does a lot. You know what I mean? ZANDVOORT is tricky. It's hard. But, mate, we completed the race. No matter how bad it was, we got through it, man. So, guys, I will be making some videos in the week. So, maybe I'll probably drop some setup videos, man. I'll probably do some setups. For the cars that I've used, maybe do Kota and ZANDVOORT. See what you guys think. Anyway, guys, take care of yourselves, man. Appreciate everyone for stopping by. Like and subscribe and all that good stuff. And peace. Cryptic TMG made it home. Fire, fire.